Yeah, that was one of our main goals, was to get depth and to get the types of runners that we want to fit into our offense, and we did that with Chazzy. We did it with Terrell Scott and a couple of those other guys that we brought in. Darrell Wilson's another kid, and then we were able to get a big back with Octavius from Admiral Farragut in Florida. Big 6'1", 220-pound kid that is athletic and can run. So we feel like we did a very good job at that position. We don't think we're done yet there. There's some other guys that we're pushing to get really hard, and I always thought you can never have enough running backs because they take such a pounding over the course of a season. And if we can get 3 or 4 young guys the caliber that we have, and they can pan out, we're going to be in good shape for a long time. I think that I don't know what it says for us. I think that this year, when you look at the kids that we signed in state, I don't know when the last time we had that caliber of talent in state, and for us to be able to get the guys that we really wanted. I think that says a lot for our staff and for Fairmont State in general, because once we get kids on campus, the school does a lot by itself. We don't have to sell the facilities or the academic history or our campus. It kind of takes care of itself. So I think it says a lot about Fairmont State in general. But as a staff, I know we worked really hard, and we're really excited about all those kids, especially the kids from in-state. And I think it's going to be really good for us in the future. I don't know if you can ever replace, the things that those 3 guys bring to the table with the leadership and stuff that Jake and Watts brought, and obviously the production that Garrett had on the field speaks for itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, our goal was to maybe go into it and recruit different types of guys, maybe to fit our scheme a little bit better. Whether they were bigger guys or rangier guys or faster guys, or there were different things. And for the most part, I think we filled the needs that we want with the guys we have. Defensively, though, if you look at our signees from top to bottom, we're offensive heavy. So there's still a little bit of work to do recruiting-wise on the defensive side, which is part of it. There's a lot of kids who are still unsigned and kind of waiting a little bit that we're in a mix with, and hopefully that comes a little bit later down the road. But I think that the kids that we did bring in, they fit specific needs that we needed, whether it was position-based or size-based or whatever. We were able to go after certain kids with certain specific pinpoints, and we got just about everybody that we needed to get right now. But again, that'll keep going. Our recruiting process won't stop till July. So yeah, we wanted to develop a little bit more depth offensively up front, and the guys that we signed we think are good players, and some of them may fit a more specific need with a couple taller, rangier guys who we think can play tackle immediately, and then the other guys may be some interior guys. But we feel really comfortable with the offensive line, the linemen that we've signed today. But like I said, we feel like we're 1 tackle away from having an extremely good class, and hopefully it comes. Hopefully here in the next week or so, we find one of them. Defensively, if there's any part of our team on defense that has a little bit of depth, it is interior defensive line. But again, we're never going to be satisfied with just having guys there. If we see really good players, we're going to go after them. So we haven't did as much in the inside as we have necessarily on the edges at defensive end. So we signed a few kids today that we think can help us there, and linebacker is going to be an issue for us in secondary wise because we need depth. So those are still areas that we're going. Yeah, we were able to be a lot more selective this year and to take our time with evaluations and really go after kids that met specific needs. Last year it was more recruiting as fast as you could, as many kids as you could, because you had to get as many as you could. This year, being with the team that we have now for a year, we understand them a little bit better, so we know that there's specific needs that we need